The story of the third and last place I have bartended at. Now, let's just cut to the chase. So after handing my resume to a couple other bars at the same mall, they all were telling me, oh, we don't hire bartenders off the streets, you gotta start at the bottom and work your way up. Literally, like 5 places I handed my resume to said the same thing, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, after the pandemic, bars and restaurants have just gotten stupid. And I'm like, dude, this is a resume with experience at bars and having a certificate from bartending school that printed this resume. Dude, I have experience. Like, what do I need to start from the bottom up for? Like, I didn't go to bartending school and have an experience for nothing. But moving on. I will give these guys some credit. They actually did help me, like, kind of get back on my feet. Like, I started out slow. I mostly did the serving wells, which was great because it gave me, like, more strength to my memory and picking up the pace. And the way you do it is you just make the drink, you put the receipt and stuff on it from top to bottom, and basically I was able to catch up slowly. A couple of days I had a hard time picking up, and because the servers were highly understaffed because so many people are leaving and they're doing twice the work, some of them got a little frustrated with me and were helping me making it and doing all the drinks because I apparently was too slow, I guess. And the one guy said to me, dude, don't worry about it. Like, I've just been a bartender for years, and I just wanted to get stuff done so neither of us get yelled at. And so I didn't really take things personally. I was just learning, and even management said that's all right. Like, the management seemed to care about their staff, including me, to a degree. But it was the corporate that didn't like me. I have a video explaining this already. So I'm just going to cut to the chase on this part too. So after week 3, when I was getting to know corporate, there seemed to be no problems, but I noticed when the week to email me like the new schedule was coming in, I would say to them that I don't want to work a double shift because it burnt me out. And I don't want to do double shift for a job where I only made $80 for an entire day. Like, no. So after I told them I couldn't do the double shift because I was still new and it burnt me out, they said, yeah, it's fine. I know that feeling. Being overworked doesn't help. And so corporate emailed me the schedule for the week, and it said I was taking off that schedule 12 hours before. And I sent an email back saying, am I still coming in tomorrow? No answer. And then, like, the next day, not even, like, 10 hours between, I got an email saying I wasn't coming in next week, the following week, and the week after that. So I had 3 weeks taken off the schedule without any kind of notice or reason. And when I emailed them asking, am I still working here or am I fired, I didn't get a response. And about 48 hours go by, and I don't get a call, I don't get a text, nothing about the schedule, or if I'm fired. So I wrote a really nasty review of this place. It basically tells you more stories of what has gone on around here. I'll show the pictures right here. I remember a couple of days after that review was written. Now, mind you, this review was written after everything I experienced. So I went in there asking for the manager, and I wanted to ask them, why was I taken off the schedule? And the manager who hired me had a really angry face and was about to get pretty furious with me and said, step into my office right now, trying to be intimidating and make me scared. But I just didn't really know what was going on. I was like, okay, cool. And then was yelling at me saying, like, you are a real jerk, you know that? You are a real not dependable person. And I was like, what are you talking about? I came here to ask you why I was taken off the schedule, and I didn't get an answer. And the person did not listen to anything I said and was like, you did no call, no show on that following Thursday for a shift. If you can't come in, give us a phone call or a text or whatever. And my response was, I did. I asked if I was still coming in. No answer. And then said, well, if you want to talk more about this, you can go talk to corporate. And then said, oh, yeah, that review you wrote about us, we are ashamed of that. And was like, blah, 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 blah. That review was really offensive. We were trying to do everything in our power to take it down, but we can't. And I'm like, oh, so you want that review taken down, but you never called me or talked to me about the bad review and to take it down or it'll cost me my job? Okay, yeah, whatever. And then was saying, like, well, you don't have a job here anymore. And I was like, yeah, I figured that out. I came here to ask why. And after that, just got more and more furious, not listening to a damn thing I was saying. And basically said, we have blacklisted you at every restaurant around here. And I was like, yeah, that's nice. Cheesecake Factory's jumping and they don't even know you exist. And no other place here probably knows you exist. Like, they're jumping and booming. You have, like, no people. Like, literally, this place had no people. I've made short videos about these too, but, like, after 8 p.m. on a Friday night, I'd be sent home because there was only 15 people and 2 bartenders. And there was too much staff to go around, so they had to send a couple of us home early. Like, this place was literally dead. On a bi-weekly paycheck, I made $500. That's including tips. Like, this was just, especially at the office with that manager, I was just like, I just don't understand it. Like, they tried to make me feel bad about something that I didn't do. And I deleted the review because I understand customers don't want to hear that crap. So I just wrote a review in short saying, not a great place to work at or dine. The food and the quality is not worth what they charge. That's basically what I said. So this was the last time I ever bartended. Like, it's the same thing over and over. Poor training, not making enough money, oversaturated with bartenders. It's a dying market, and overall just a really toxic environment to be in.